Yo, Adrian! Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah! Is this how you feel when you're boxing? Hell no. Getting hit in my fucking face when I'm boxing. This is how I feel when I soak my balls in a tub after boxing. God, that song fucking rules, man. Holy smokes. That gets you ready to go. How's everybody doing? It's Tuesday. Oh, it's just a fucking bloody Tuesday. And what up, pimp? You know what's good. Just chilling. Ready to make some motherfucking content for you motherfuckers. I kind of want to play Schedule 1 with Seer. Seer's deep in some schedule. Get Jordan in there. Do it then. I'm so addicted to that game. Well, chill. Everybody chill. Everybody chill. Hey, I'm going to give him a call right now. Damn, boy been live 5 hours. Boy, been live for 5 hours. This man is a stream machine. Let me call him. How's everybody doing? You got second place in Twitch Rivals? For what game? Goat Simulator? That's fucking crazy.
Hey, what's up?
You got second place?
I know, I lost to E-Rob.
You piece of shit. I've never even placed in the top half of a Twitch Rivals. What are you talking about?
It was Goat Simulator, dude.
You shut that fucking mouth when you're talking. You ungrateful swine.
All right, it was fucking Goat Simulator.
This
man.
guy is now a gaming legend, has so much success, and now it's only American football. You know?
Take no shit from anyone.
I know, I just
Hey,
like...
Timmy, my man, you got the hookup on that.
I lost to E-Rob, so nothing matters, dude.
Come on. Now. Come on. Second place is a big deal. How many people were in it?
Debster's gifted a tier 1 sub to Beast Mode
bro.
140000.
I just like, what's the fucking point, bro? Like, that's how I felt. We all started losing morale real fast. Wake started losing morale. We all started fucking crying, bro.
I'm gonna come to Austin and beat the shit out of you. Aren't you going to Japan next week?
Yeah, I am.
Ew. There's no empathy in my bag for you at all.
Why?
Disgusting. Disgusting.
Literally everybody's going to Japan.
I'm
Everybody.
reading Don't Kill Myself books and you tell me you're getting married. Kindly leave, hillbilly.
What the fuck?
Redneck.
Yo, you gay.
I see you playing some Schedule 1.
Yo, you like Austin. You gay.
Listen, I can love who I want. I see you playing some Schedule 1.
Yeah, I am.
You enjoying it? How long are you gonna be playing for?
About 6 more minutes.
Oh. All right. Well then, fuck me, I guess. All right.
Hey, you should come down for Big Lebowski bowling on Thursday, though.
I think I'll just go fuck myself.
What the fuck?
You know, Sierra, why am I always coming to you?
Tomorrow is the
When's
day that
Daddy gonna come home to
Daddy
French
ain't going
Polynesia?
Daddy ain't going. Daddy ain't going there.
I always got to go to this piece of shit town, Austin.
Bro.
Piece
Austin's-
of shit.
Austin's banging right now, bro. We got hella drugs out here.
Well, listen, I
All right,
would
what are
like
you doing? What are you doing tomorrow? Because like,
boxing, training, getting strong, streaming.
I went to the gym this morning at 8 a.m., bro.
That's crazy. You looking pretty jacked.
Yeah,
All right,
but
well,
it was full.
I
Yeah.
wanted to just play some Schedule 1, but I guess you're done for the night.
Let's play tomorrow.
I guess your flesh is soft and weak.
Oh, tomorrow's movie. We play either after, before, or after movie.
Yeah, no. It's fine. It's fine.
No, let's play tomorrow.
Hey, if you find me dead, I left some things for you in my closet.
Okay, fine. I need a good
Do
story.
you have a trash puddle in the game?
It's bro. It's the fucking lake.
That is the lake, and you're contaminating it.
I'm
Wait,
putting
let
it
me
in there.
show my chat. What is this?
This is where I put all
No,
my
show
garbage.
them again. Show them what you've done to Mother Nature.
Bro. This is where I put all my garbage.
Somewhere a Native American is crying right now. Disgusting. You can
Okay.
deal all the drugs you want, but
I'll
what
get it
you're
off
doing
the
there.
shore a little bit.
No,
All right.
no, it's fine. It's fine. Mother Earth. Well, don't put it in the deep ocean. That's where the whales are. Some turtle is gonna ingest that cigarette butt and fucking die.
Yeah, and you know what? When you eat that turtle, you're gonna get free nicotine. It'll be great.
All right. Well, I love you.
I love you too. Tomorrow we play a game of League.
Oh, you're trying to fall off the wagon, huh?
Yeah.
All
I'm
right.
ready to do. I want to do ketamine and play League at the same time.
Oh my god.
I want to see how it feels
In a video game. In a video game.
in a video game.
In
Yeah,
Schedule
in
1.
League. Yeah, in League.
Holy shit. All right, brother. I'll talk to you later.
All right.
Oh man, is zooted. Sear said you're the only person he wants to play League with. Well, you know, it's because I'm the only person who can make League content. you know. Did you guys see that? Build-A-Bear did a collab with Mauricio Miranda. Yo, check this out. Check this out. I can't believe it, dude. Marsh is really blowing up. I couldn't believe it, dude. It's that's a big deal to get your own Build-A-Bear. It's like him and Marshmallow and, you know, some of the Pokemon. I couldn't believe it, dude. I saw it this morning. I was like, this has got to be an April Fool's joke. Nope. Mauricio Miranda, Emo Axolotl. It's a big deal. It's a big freaking deal right there. Congrats. Congrats to Marsh. Big collab. It's him and Winnie the Pooh, you know? Real movies are back? What do you mean? Cliff Booth lives, and it's no April Fool's joke. Netflix, David Fincher, and Brad Pitt resurrect Tarantino's script. Wait, what? Wait, what? Fincher is gonna do a Cliff Booth movie? You're telling me Tarantino's gonna write a script and give it away for the second time in his fucking career to David Fincher? That's gonna go absolutely ballistic. That's gonna go absolutely hog wild. What are you watching now that Severance is done? The Studio, White Lotus, which I think is almost over, Righteous Gemstones, Dope Thief, which is fucking sick, dude. The guy who plays Doughboy in Atlanta, or Paperboy in Atlanta, is the main character, and he fucking kills it. It's so good. Red Bum Lol. Jesus H. Christ. What the fuck is this? Is that a fucking CIA torture tactic? I'm listening to smooth jazz, brother. What the fuck? Oh, the trailer for Bring Her Back is out? All right, let's watch this. New A24 horror.
How did you cope with Kathy being gone?
That's very cool.
5 years with
Pepe
the
El
arch
Toro.
villains.
Thank you for
Never
5
prove.
years. I'm deaf now. Dude, that did damage to my ears.
We're having a baby now.
Ooh, a 9-monther. That joke will never get old. What are you going to name him? Oh, twist my fucking nips. They're so sensitive. Seer, thank you for the raid. Shit. Twitch rivals, champion, runner up. We take those. What's up, Sears chat? I hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday. I might be getting into some Schedule 1 later with my boy Jay Dilla. We're going to see what it's all about. I made a character named Stinky Pete. He's quite the drug dealer. We'll see how things go.
Is this
Fucking
my new
Congus.
sister and brother, Oliver? Oliver lost his family just like you guys.
Oh.
Needed someone that could give him special care.
Wait, what the fuck is this? Gummo?
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Hey now.
You gonna tape bacon to the wall? Hey now, Rotary Bowl. Thank you.
Listen, I gotta tell you a secret.
Okay.
It's like a little angel. It's a beautiful angel.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Is this? I have a question. I have many questions. Is this like a remake of a dark song? There's a lot of dark song going on here.
Angel. It's a beautiful angel. It does beautiful things. Listen. 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 Some people believe
Listen.
the spirit stays in the body for months after death.
This goes right into a Skrillex song.
We can bring her back.
Okay. A24 horror is like my favorite. You know what I mean? I feel like they've really run with that shit. Interestingly enough, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of a movie called A Dark Song. A Dark Song is like one of my favorite indie horrors. I think it's Irish. But it's all about a woman who contracts a guy to like to bring, like, basically bring someone back, but like an incantation, and it's fucking phenomenal. It's really good. It's a little bit more of a slow burn than what that looks like, but Dana Carvey on his podcast Tommy Boy Turns 30, David Spade and I talk flying and crime before being joined by Tommy Boy director Peter Siegel to reminisce about Farley and the film.
Especially, no one could double him because he was a better athlete than any of the stunt guys.
I've heard that because all the stunt guys his size couldn't double him. I'm pretty sure in Tommy Boy, there's only one scene where they actually use a double, and it's where he's walking away at the funeral, right? And he was like pissed about it. So in Black Sheep, they didn't use a double for anything.
His size. But one day, I had to shoot a shot of Tommy Callahan walking away from the funeral, and I used his double. Chris hated it.
Okay, okay. I'm too much of a Chris Farley fan. Holy shit.
Because he said, that's not how I walk. No more of that. You know, I'm going to do every single shot. I'm like, okay.
Let me have it. He could really throw his body around.
And he probably got hurt quite a bit.
We're going to show.
Well, Dave, you tell him about the 2x4.
The 2x4 at the dinosaur place, which
I've never heard this.
is a funny scene. We have this huge fight.
Boy, I'm going to wail on you.
So they take a 2x4. It's supposed to break easy, and it's made
Not here or here so much, but right here.
of balsa wood. He sticks his head out
Crazy how there was an actor named after your dog. True.
to get hit. I swing.
Oh,
I definitely hurt him a little bit.
I think you hit him with the hard part of the 2x4.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
With Farley, especially.
yeah, dude. It's
Especially-
interesting. I just reread the Farley story. And it's always interesting how much stuff is coming out about Chris Farley. But some stuff I learned that was fascinating was like Farley didn't want to make Black Sheep. And he also like kind of didn't want to work with Spade anymore, which was something I had never heard. But like they kind of like forced him into it. And there was another movie. Yes, it was The Cable Guy. He was going to do The Cable Guy, which is such a interesting premise. Yeah, I don't know. Did you see the Quadruple Beatles biopic? That sounds like a quadruple bypass surgery. Announced that'll drop at the same time. The Beatles, a 4-film cinematic event. Wait. What? A 4-film cinematic event? Are they splitting it into the different Beatles eras? Or are they doing a film for each person? Because real shit, we don't need a Ringo Starr film. We do not need a Ringo movie. What the fuck is the Ringo movie gonna be? Just like this happy-go-lucky dude who's like passably good on the drums with 3 of the greatest musicians ever. And he's like, wow, it's great
Love
to
you,
be a
Willie Beats, keep it
billionaire.
up.
I was just playing my drums and now I'm a billionaire. It's pretty cool. It's the same story, but each one is shot from a different Beatles perspective. That is crazy. Actually, kind of a cool premise. Also, no shade to Ringo Starr. I think Ringo is very interesting. I think he's a very talented musician. But does he need his own movie in a 4-film series? I don't know. I think for me, if you know anything about Beatles history, John Lennon, Paul McCartney, and George Harrison overshadow him. So, oh my God, Barry Keoghan is going to play Ringo Starr? They got the biggest talent of the 4 of these actors to play Ringo Starr? This is crazy. No, I just think the other 3 have such insane stories, right? If you know anything about the Beatles, Paul is like the star power, the kind of uncanny musical talent to make hooks. John Lennon is, you know, the genius, the lyricist, the artist. And George Harrison is kind of like the spiritual one, whose story, you know, with cancer and his wife is just fucking fascinating. I don't know. It'll be interesting. Obviously, I think this probably was greenlit in the wake of all of these musical biopics doing so well. And some great studio exec was like, why don't we do a music biopic film universe, right? Because every film executive in the world gets a hard dick when you say film universe, because they know they can just turn their brains off and make however many movies, right? So I'm sure this was a great pitch. I'm sure this is a great pitch where they're like, let's do it. I don't know how this manifests. I feel like they have the talent there. There are 4 really talented actors, and there's a lot of really interesting source material. It could be fantastic, but 4 movies is 8 fucking hours of screen time they have to film. That's going to be really interesting. There's a secret 5th movie from Yoko's View. Oh, Lord. They all drop same day. No, there's no way that's happening. They're releasing all 4 films on the same day. What? There's no way. Beatles 4-film cinema. I mean, that's super crazy if that's true. I mean, it could be fascinating. I don't know. It's kind of hard to have any kind of real insight on it because I've never been done before. New Karate Kid trailer. Oh, I think this is going to be so shit, but we'll take a look. So they've said that this is in the universe of Cobra Kai, right? This is in the universe of Cobra Kai.
You want to talk about it?
My mom wants us to leave everything behind.
Sometimes it is the only way to move forward.
You come to America.
New rules. New school.
No fighting. You make any friends?
Yeah, I did. One.
What's his name?
Mia?
You study karate or something?
Kung Fu. Used to. I don't do any of that anymore.
Kung Fu? Sir, you're in the Karate Kid film.
Yeah, you're clearly over it.
Who's your friend?
Connor, don't start.
You really want to do this?
You can't step to guys like him. He wins the 5 boroughs every year.
It's the biggest tournament in the city.
Oh my God, they're literally the 5 boroughs. They're literally going back. They are winding the clock back.
In life, you have only one question. Is it worth fighting for it or not?
So we're just supposed to let him fight. So that he can end up like his brother.
So that he does not end up like his brother. Lee means to me.
Curry has 11 threes made right now. In what quarter?
what you meant to Sensei Miyagi. I want Lee to learn Miyagi karate.
I'm sorry, Mr. Han. I wish I could help you.
Miyagi-Do.
I'm not coming to New York.
I will see you in the Big Apple. Sensei LaRusso.
Let's make a Karate Kid.
Daniel LaRusso.
You have a foundation of Kung Fu.
We're gonna build upon that with karate.
Ancient way.
Miyagi way.
There's two of them.
Hey, thank you so much. You know what's really funny about karate? I didn't know this. Karate actually exists from like Japanese kind of like not wanting any relationship with China and wanting their own form of like martial art. And originally karate was called Chinese fist, and they like changed it all to be like the anti kung fu, anti Chinese martial arts. I thought that was fascinating.
Focus! This represents the history between the two families. Two branches, one tree. This is why I came to train here. Remember what you're fighting for.
When you understand that, you'll be ready.
No Cobra Kai? Boo! Boo! I'm gonna be honest, like what cool. It's another Karate Kid. I have to be so real. Like the Karate Kid franchise was fucking dead. After Jaden Smith fucking blew it to pieces, like the only reason Karate Kid is still relevant is Cobra Kai. Like it is that. And I feel like they deserve to at least like have one of them show up in this movie. I don't know. Call me crazy. I think they might. I mean, I hope so.
This is Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon's Criterion Closet.
And I am here in the Criterion Closet.
God, Kevin Bacon never ages.
And the
He
first
looks
thing
fantastic.
that I found is
Kevin Bacon looks fucking fantastic.
here, Seven Samurai
Very good, Kevin Bacon.
by Akira Kurosawa. And the reason that I picked this movie, I'm embarrassed to say, is that I've never seen it.
Son of a bitch!
Please don't show anything. Ho.
Don't worry, I won't show any hole.
I mean, every single person that considers themselves to be a lover of cinema always talks about this movie.
Yeah.
So I'm starting out with a confession. And this is going right in the bag, and I'm going to look at this.
Yeah, Seven Samurai. I mean, what can you say? It's been done 100 times since. You know, it's just a fucking fantastic film.
ASAP. What do we got here? Oh.
It's crazy to
I
see
picked
a
The
film that's
Blob.
like so influential that not only did it like spur a bunch of anime, you know, Japanese film, but also like Westerns, you know what I mean? The Magnificent Seven. It's just such a good film.
I'm from Philly. My brother has a house.
Ever seen the anime Seven Samurai?
in a
Yeah.
town
Blob is great.
nearby called Phoenixville. And in Phoenixville, there's a theater, which is a great local movie house, which I'm big supporters of. And they show The Blob every year because The Blob was filmed in this theater. And they have, I've never been to this, but this is apparently incredible. They have a...
Kevin, you've picked two movies that you're like, I hear this is great.
a festival where everybody goes and watches The Blob, and when The Blob comes into the movie theater, everyone stands up and runs out in the street onto the streets of Phoenixville, PA.
That's so
if you
cool.
ever are a really big Blob fan, look to the Colonial Theater in Phoenixville, PA, and you will get a chance to.
Speaking of Kevin Bacon, has anyone ever seen Blob 415? I'm here. Oh, I'm glad you're here. Has anybody ever seen the movie he did? I think it was called A Woodsman or something like that. It's like one of the hardest to watch movies ever. It is so brutal. The pedophile movie, yeah. I think it's one of the most, it's literally about a pedophile who like gets out of jail and is living across from a school and trying not to fuck kids. It is. That's a lot.
Relive The Blob. I'm also a big horror movie fan.
I think it's like one of the hardest movies I've ever watched. Like it's truly, truly taxing.
Might know. Oh, Do the Right Thing. The performances are just...
I think that and The Hunt are like two of like, I had to fucking gut my way through. Okay, Do the Right Thing. Fantastic film.
So great.
88% on Rotten Tomatoes. I mean, it's a very well-made film. It's just really, 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 really fucking hard to watch.
So many actors who I admire, Spike and then Turturro, Dana Aiello, and Giancarlo Esposito, you know, people that I've crossed paths with or worked with through the years are very solidly...
Why The Hunt? The Hunt is a very similar premise. The Hunt is a Mads Mikkelsen film about a guy who gets accused of being a pedophile by a little girl who is doing it just to like fuck with him. And it like destroys his life. It's really tough to watch.
New York group and a great movie. What an innovative and interesting filmmaker. Gimme Shelter. Okay, well, I was a giant Rolling Stones fan, and it is one of the most chilling.
I've heard twice that this movie's so incredible.
And interesting and disturbing documentaries about the flip side of crowds and of fandom and of rock and roll and certainly so emblematic of a turn from the 60s love child generation to where we kind of went for a while in the direction of the 70s towards the 80s, and it's just like breathtaking movie. Oh yeah, Sullivan's Travels. So I was never like an...
Dude, if you don't know anything about how the Stones employed the Hells Angels as security guards, it is a sobering tale. It's wild.
Old movie fan when I was a kid. My film loving perspective really came from The Godfather and Dog Day Afternoon, Panic in Needle Park, like those gritty 70s, the French Connection, those are the kind of movies that I was really cut my teeth on, not as an actor, but as a film goer.
Kevin Bacon creeps me out. Why? He's like notoriously like the nicest, kindest guy.
Then probably deep into my 20s, I started looking at old movies, and I discovered the movies of Preston Sturges, who I think is such an interesting director. And this one is, Joel McCrea is a director. And I do like movies, although they don't always do well, about the movie business when they have a kind of tongue-in-cheek and interesting point of view about this crazy job that we have. So he's someone that wants to do the ultimate sort of approach his movie making in a method way and have a kind of long-range ride along. So he goes across the country kind of exploring that. And this is a great, fun, hilarious look at that and social comment. Okay, yeah, so this
Majority of his movies, he plays a creeper, pedophile. That is simply untrue. I think you guys forgot that like he was the it boy in the 80s. He has like 100 movies in the 80s where he's the protagonist. Later in his career, he played a lot of villains. That is true.
The Fugitive Kind, directed by Sidney Lumet, is one of my favorite directors.
Oh, yeah,
and,
that's right. Cool.
Young Ghosty. Thank you for the prime.
Written by, I don't know if Tennessee Williams wrote the screenplay or was based on Tennessee Williams' play, which was called...
First time I remember him being a villain. Isn't he the villain in Stir of Echoes? That's a fucking crazy movie.
Orpheus Descending, and I guess they probably, the studio decided that Orpheus Descending was a little too highbrow a title. This was the first Marlon Brando movie that I saw, before On the Waterfront and Streetcar Named Desire, or obviously The Godfather and the other Apocalypse. And I was so struck with the turn in acting, in this kind of acting, this kind of like, super naturalistic, edgy, dangerous kind of thing. And he just was the master of that. I mean, all you got to do is look at that cover. There he is in that snakeskin jacket, and it's just it's great. I haven't seen it in a long time, so I'm looking forward to it. For my last pick, I'm going to close my eyes and do a random pick. Here we go. Jules and Jim. Jules et Jim. Now, this is funny. There's two little animals that come around our house every summer, and I've named them Jules and Jim.
Fugitive Kind, Sullivan's Travels, Give Me Shelter, Do the Right Thing, The Blob, Seven Samurai. You know what's funny? These three are repeats. You might lose it when you see IGN's top 100 animated list. Oh, fuck me. Let me take a look. Let's get angry. Okay. Josie and the Pussycats at 100. Sure. Josie and the Pussycat. Wait, the fuck? Just break? Is this how it's organized? Wait, is this how they organized, or did it just break? Refresh. Why does it keep breaking? Mask is 99. Clerks, the animated series. Anybody know why this keeps breaking? The fuck is this? Let's try and open it on a different browser, shall we? Maybe. Okay. This looks like it. Mask, Clerks, the animated series, The Smurfs, Star Trek, the animated series, Full Metal Alchemist at 95. That feels very low. And this is making me think that this is going to be a really anti-anime list. This is making me think that this is going to be a very anti-anime list. Let's put some music on in the background to soothe my soul, shall we? Okay. All right. It is in Brotherhood, at least. That's true. Boondocks. In my opinion, this is in your top 20, or you've made a mistake. I think the Boondocks is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. But I won't put, Darkwing Duck, I'm okay with it. Rugrats feels a little low, but I'm glad it's on there. Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law. This is a deep cut. Harvey Birdman. This deserves to be on the list. I think this position is fine. Afro Samurai at 90, fair. Star Wars: The Clone Wars, that feels a little low, but we'll take it. Woody Woodpecker, okay. Frisky Dingo. I actually fuck with the fact that they put Frisky Dingo on the list. I actually love Frisky Dingo. For those of you who don't know, Frisky Dingo was the show that eventually would become Archer. But I like Frisky Dingo better than I liked Archer. It's the story of a superhero who's very entitled and he's a piece of shit. And he's much like Archer, except he's just horrible. And it's his misadventures. And yeah, this team would eventually do Archer. A lot of the same voice talent. Really good if you've never seen Frisky Dingo. It's 2 seasons. Astro Boy, absolute classic. Foster's Home, I'm glad it's on the list. Spider-Man, the TV series, fantastic. 84, I think is fine for that. Teen Titans at 83. I gotta be honest, this has gotta go up the list. This has gotta be in the top 50. Teen Titans is like really good. Really good. But I don't know. That's my taste. Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids. Wow. Really? 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 Do we still have to give this cartoon any props? Shocking. Tailspin, I'm fine with that. Alvin and the Chipmunks was never a fan, but I see the appeal of people. Honestly, the one time I was a fan of Alvin and the Chipmunks was this. There was a independent album that was made that I fucking loved. And it was called Chipmunks on 16. And basically, I don't know if you know this, but the way that they accomplished the Chipmunks vocals was that they would speed up guys singing. So they turned the speed back down to have the vocalists sound like what they actually sound like. And it turned into like a fucking metal, like sludge metal album. Here, I'll give you a listen. Did they pull this off the internet? Oh my God, did they pull this off the internet? No. Did they copyright claim this? I'm going to fucking tweak if... Hold on. Wait. No, bro. You're on a different browser? I mean, let me see if that works. That'd be crazy if my list didn't work on one browser and my Chipmunks didn't work on another. There you go. Just in case you need re-explanation of what this is, to achieve the sound of the original Alvin and the Chipmunks albums, they would turn the music down super slow, and the vocalists were actually these really talented musicians that would sing slower. They'd be like, "Color me your color, baby." And then they would turn the speed of the track up to get that color me your color, baby. But they turned the speed back down and they called it Chipmunks 16 speed, and the album goes crazy.
Me your color, darling. I know who you are. Come up off your color chart.
Can you call the original for comparison? Play the original for comparison? Yeah, sure. Alvin and the Chipmunks, Call Me. So if you ever want to listen to all these, they all go fucking crazy.
Her lips a sweet surprise. Her hands are never cold. She's got Betty Davis eyes. She'll turn her music on you.
Anyway.
You won't have survivor works hard into the night, and he's watching.
Anyway, that's a very long aside. It's a very long aside. I'm sorry for that. Let's go back to our list. Okay. Wait. Where did that go? 80. Okay. C-Lab 2021 at 79. Underneath the C-Lab. Underneath the water. C-Lab. C-Lab is fantastic. I think C-Lab was actually kind of the pinnacle of Adult Swim comedy, original comedy. I don't know if you guys know this, but Adult Swim made a series of shows that started with Space Ghost Coast to Coast. And the idea was that Cartoon Network had all this old Hanna-Barbera footage that they weren't using for anything, all these old cells. And so they were like, what if we reanimate a show just using these old cells and get some talented voiceover artists to come in and dub it? And that led to Space Ghost Coast to Coast, The Brack Show, a bunch of other Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law. But C-Lab 2021 was the funniest of all of them, and it was fucking amazing. And all of these shows were made on a shoestring budget. I mean, we're talking like entire seasons done for like less than $250,000, which I mean is crazy seeing the success they had. And C-Lab 2021 was the best one. I think this should be much higher if Space Ghost isn't on the list. If Space Ghost is on the list, Space Ghost should probably be in the top 15. Real shit. Dragon Ball Z at 78. This has got to be in your top 20. It has to be. I don't care if it's not the best. I don't care if it doesn't hold up as well as some of its peers. It is the most influential cartoon ever made, period, full stop. Like, in Mexico, they're still watching on projector screens as new episodes come out. Dragon Ball Z has done more to end racism than most sitting politicians right now. I remember little black kids and little white kids and little fucking Mexican kids in my hometown. We would hold hands and talk about Dragon Ball Z. It smashed barriers. It opened up so many people to anime, so many people around the world. So regardless of what you think about this show now, it has to be top 10. It has to be. Dragon Ball Z may have the largest fan base following. Exactly. That's what I said. 300 episodes of build up and payoffs. Goku is downright suicidal in his quest to vanquish evil from the world. True. This has got to be higher. Johnny Quest at 77. Johnny Quest is interesting because I love Johnny Quest for a reason that is going to be surprising. I love Johnny Quest because it gave us the Venture Bros. I think Johnny Quest is like obviously so dated and right down the pipe, but Venture Bros as a parody is maybe the best parody ever made. I actually watched a lot of Johnny Quest in retrospect because Venture Bros was so good and I wanted to get more of the jokes. I wouldn't be surprised if Venture Bros wasn't top 5. If it was my list, I would probably put Venture Bros in the top 5 because I think Venture Bros is probably the best long-running, funny adult cartoon ever made. We'll see though. Voltron. Shit, yeah. We come together like Voltron. Shit goes crazy. Dr. Katz, professional therapist. Okay, the fact that I have seen every cartoon on this list so far is actually crazy and lets me know that I might have a problem. Dr. Katz was really funny. Dr. Katz was really funny, and I watched it probably before I should have, but I remember it being so interesting. And the animation style of all the wiggly lines was fantastic. Underdog. What a hero. Mobile Suit Gundam Wing. I'm glad to see a Gundam made it on here. This might be the only Gundam that makes it on here. If that's the case, maybe a little higher. Dexter's Lab. Deserved position. Deserved show. If Primal better be on this list too, or I'm gonna tweak. Primal better be on this list too, or I'm gonna tweak. Johnny Bravo. Hoo-ha! A commentary about toxic masculinity before we even knew it was a problem. Nexus Sin, thank you so much. I think Johnny Bravo is such a fascinating character because he was such a indictment on toxic masculinity. And just like most toxic masculine figures in media, we still wanted to be like him. He's honest in his desires and his wants. And looking back, the show had such a different meaning for me as an adult than it did as a kid. But what a brilliant show to take the cat and mouse, cat endlessly searching the mouse dynamic of Tom and Jerry and apply it to a big jacked guy trying to get pussy. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Literally, that is the premise of Johnny Bravo. What if we turned Tom and Jerry to an asshole trying to get laid? Brilliant. That's what it is. Pokemon, dude. Anyone who's a Zoomer, anyone who's around their 20s right now won't understand. But brother, when I was growing up, Pokemon, I would wake up so early before school to watch Pokemon. Pokemon, gotta catch them all. Pokemon. And I was just charged for the whole day. Now, ultimately, Pokemon ended up being a disappointment because Ash never wins a goddamn fucking thing ever. I remember when the news story came out, it's like, Ash finally has won the Johto League. I'm like, guys, I'm 35. I'm 30 years old. What the fuck? I'm almost dead. Like, it's crazy. He won the Aloha League. I know. Disgusting. Anyway, this show, because of its cultural impact, I think it's actually fair where this show lands. I know some people will say higher, but I'm just going to say it. The Pokemon is not a good cartoon. It's very wonky. The plot lines are not great. It never goes anywhere. It's super clunky. The theme song was fantastic, and it was very influential.
Thank you so much for giving us
fantastic
all a place to laugh and have
IP,
fun at Hedge 1
really good place in history. I don't know if I'm glad it's on the list. I don't know how much higher I would put it. I might put it at 50, but to put it on the best animated series lists, I think I'm okay with where it is. With peace and love. Mighty Mouse. Here I come to save the day. Fantastic. Fantastico. Popeye. Yeah, I always liked Popeye. He was dope. Pink Panther. Love the Pink Panther. Ba-ding, 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 da-ding, 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 ba-da-da-ding. Really fun animation. I actually think this deserves to be higher. I know I'm an old head on that one, but Pink Panther, fantastic. Tom and Jerry at 66. This is a crime. That's got to be higher. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's a crime. Todd McFarlane's Spawn. I got to think about that. For me, Spawn was a show that I watched when I was so young. It was definitely rad. I just haven't seen it in so long. I probably watched this show when I was like 15. I got to go back and watch Spawn. Dungeons and Dragons. Okay. Fair. Huckleberry Hound. No, come on. Are we just going to put every Hanna-Barbera property on here? No, Huckleberry Hound was not good. With Peace and Love. Are we just going to put every old head show on this list because they're old head shows? Huckleberry Hound was a fucking throwaway character. Danger Mouse. I actually like Danger Mouse. Danger Mouse was sick. Count Duckula? I've never even heard of this. Count Duckula. Never heard of it. Chippendale Rescue Rangers, phenomenal. I'm okay with the position too. The Great Taco, thank you for the raid. I hope you had a wonderful stream. Pepperjack was my guy. Why do I look like Pepperjack in my adult life? I don't know. But, you know, he was a real role model for me. Spider-Man and his amazing friends. Okay. Fair. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. Fair. I am okay with this as long as Thundercats is higher. Thundercats. Ho! Thundercats was just a better version of He-Man. Changed my mind. He-Man is classic, but I fuck with the Thundercats. Invader Zim. Johan Vasquez. Dude, I do not know why Johan Vasquez never got another TV deal. If he did a fucking Squee show, if you've never read Squee,
Oh yeah, wow. That's so cool.
34 months, still no hole. I want to speak with your manager.
Okay. Squee is, if you've never read this, absolutely worth your time. Squee is, I have never laughed so hard as when I read Squee. Squee is like his introductory work, and it's about a kid who basically is just tortured and cursed and destroyed for no reason. And I think it was too dark even for Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network or Adult Swim, because it's just a kid being tortured. And then after that, I read Johnny the Homicidal Maniac. Don't worry, I'm going to get to it. Johnny the Homicidal Maniac is kind of like an autobiographical story about Johan Vasquez. The only difference is Johan basically murders everybody that he has a problem with in this reimagining of his life, which is really entertaining. And then obviously Invader Zim was his most tame work that made it to the screen eventually. But Invader Zim feels like a Ren and Stimpy in that, like, while everybody was zigging, he zagged. Invader Zim really felt like a work apart from every other cartoon being made in the era. And you could feel it. You could feel how unique it was. And for that reason, I think that this number should be much higher. With Peace and Love, this would be another one in my top 20s. I think alt kids gravitated towards it because it had such a contempt for authority. Invader Zim, there is masked a real contempt for capitalism, consumerism, authority, police, teachers. And I think alt kids and emo kids and depressed kids saw that in the lining of this show. And it felt like the counterculture cartoon. Anyway, really great. No! That's crazy. That's crazy. This is one of the best cartoons ever made. Venture Bros made me laugh. It made me cry. It made me just like, there are moments in Venture Bros that feel like they shouldn't be there. For example, this is just one example. I remember the opening to season 2. For no reason, they recut the song Everybody's Free by Rosella. And it's like, it is the craziest start to a season. Watch this. So a montage, I don't know how I can put this into words. You kind of had to be there. You have to understand that at the time, Venture Bros was on a list of shows that were like low effort shows. And to open season 2 with a recut of the song Everybody's Free, that is not Everybody's Free. They recut that song for that opening reel. And it just, I don't know, man. It just, you have to watch it. I'm not doing it justice. Venture Bros is one of the best cartoons ever. It's inventive in every step it takes. It's unique in every square of the program. It's hilarious. It's just a triumph. It's just an absolute triumph of a cartoon. It gets better and better. It grows. It grows. It's still on. Okay. Venture Bros has never been canceled, but they did do a movie that essentially wrapped up the storyline. It might be a Samurai Jack season where we get more Venture Bros, but I think for all intents and purposes, Venture Bros is over. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Fair. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Turtles in a half shell, ninja power. First season of Teenage Mutant. The first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles show was fantastic. I think this could probably be a little higher if for no reason other than the toys, but I understand it. Maybe it wasn't the most technically sound show, but it was very good. Inspector Gadget. Inspector Gadget. I liked Inspector Gadget. I think this should be lower. I think this would be in my 90s. But I'm not pissed. Freakazoid. Perfect show, perfect place. Freakazoid was fantastic. Everything about Freakazoid was perfect for its time and place. It feels like a Y2K show, right? The superhero becomes a superhero because he spills water on his keyboard and his cat types some kind of like sleeper code into his keyboard and he becomes a superhero. It's fantastic. I love Freakazoid. I don't know why Freakazoid never came back. He felt like such a good Warner Brothers character. Anyway, Galaxy High. This is way too high for Galaxy High with Peace and Love. This, I don't know. Death Note. Okay. We're getting a little bit more animation. 51. Fair. Death Note. Death Note is one of those anime that everybody sees.
Yeah, wow, that's very
right?
cool.
I think.
Favorite late night streamer, Nafsel.
Thank you so much. I think that Death Note is an important show because for me, when your friend who's like approaching their 30s is like, I want to start watching anime. And you're like, okay. And they're like, what should I watch? Death Note is on that short list of like baby's first anime where everybody watches Death Note and they're like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? You could show your parents Death Note and they would get into it. Do I think it's the best anime of all time? No, especially after the first season. I'm going to keep it a buck. The first arc of Death Note is perfect, and the second one is less than perfect. It's just not as good. But that first season, man, oh man, fantastic. The Super Friends at 50, okay, that's fair. Right in the middle of the list, the Super Friends, I don't hate it. Thundercats! Thundercats are on the loose! Thundercats are loose! Fuck yeah, dude. I fuck heavy with the Thundercats. Thundercats! Ho! Okay, here's why the Thundercats fuck. I'm gonna tell you right now. There are so many shows that did not survive getting repackaged in the 90s and the 2000s. There are a lot of cartoons that they tried to repackage that just people were like, this is dated. I don't fuck with it. It's not my shit. Thundercats, however, was repackaged twice for much younger audiences. And both times people were like, yo, the Thundercats fuck, bro. Like the Thundercats just rule. Everything about the show is pithy. And I'm going to be honest, Haas, stay your hand. Hot Cat Girls. You know it. I know it. It started with the Thundercats. We all wanted to fuck Chitara, okay? If we're going to splice human animal DNA, Chitara is where it started.
Last night and now the Thundercats.
That's
Hey,
right.
now.
We all wanted a little bit of that Chitusi, okay? She was a bad bitch. And you're not going to silence me anymore, okay? We all agreed. We are all in agreement. She's the first fucking cat girl. Dude, the animation is also so fucking clean. I'm going to say it. He-Man is still great, but you watch it back and the animation's a bit clunky. Look at how clean this is for 1980. Oh, shit. Thundercats! Thundercats! Oh! I wanted to be, what is his name? Tigra? I wanted to be this dude so bad. Look at what a fucking Chad he is. He's such a fucking Chad. And he had nunchucks. Lion-O was dope, but this dude was fire. And for some reason, everybody knew Panthro was black. Everybody was in agreement that Panthro was the black Thundercat. And he owned that shit. Him and Piccolo? Exactly. Thundercats are on the move. Thundercats are loose. Feel the magic, hear the roar. Thundercats are loose. Snarf was not black. Bald equals black? Hell no. Hell no. Hold on. Hold on. That's crazy. You've obviously never seen Thundercats. You have to listen to a line from Panthro.
If you guys were as mean as you are ugly, then maybe you'd be trouble.
Panthro was a brother. We all knew it. He was the coolest Thundercat. Everybody knew that. And also, yeah, someone said it. Black Panther? Come on. Come on. He was Black Panther before Black Panther was Black Panther. Okay, all right. What is that? What are you doing? Stop this. Get this off the... I will not be silenced. This is not the cat girls we want. No! Get it off! No, not fucking Dame Judi Dench. All right, back to the Thundercats. You see, these cats are wearing clothes. Do you understand? The cats in Thundercats, they still have the genitals of humans and the big old bouncy boobs. Hey, what are you doing? What is this? No. Bring back my screen. I was doing something. I'm trying to make a point. Thank you. Now, as you can see, she's clearly wearing a singlet that hides buxom, heaving breasts. Yo, they snapped on that shit. Just listen to the last few seconds one more time. They snapped on this. Thundercats. God, that shit is fire. Thundercats were fire, bro. I don't care who knows it. I love the Thundercats. Maybe I am a furry. Maybe it started with the Thundercats. Okay. Duckman. I remember this show. 48. It was really funny, but I think this is way too high. I think this is way too high with some of the stuff that's behind it. Pinky in the brain. Snuff. Deserved position. Snuff. Really smart. Really, really classic animation, but done after the original. So it's interesting, right? It feels like there are so many classic Warner Brothers cartoon characters done before our time. Pinky and the Brain felt like the classic Warner Brothers animation that belonged to our timeline. Really fucking great. Fuck the Jetsons. The Jetsons suck. Real shit, I don't fuck with the Jetsons. I don't fuck with the Jetsons at all. They were like the future version of the fucking Flintstones. They only exist because the Flintstones were so successful. Judy could get it though. And her mom could too. I remember thinking that as a kid. Okay, moving on. Gargles? You got gargles up at 45? You talking about Brooklyn? You talking about ancient gargoyles made in the dark ages, made to protect a church that exists. Years later, they are brought to Manhattan where they are affixed atop a church and they are brought back to life to fight crime in the streets of New York City? Gargles? I never expected to see gargles on this list. But god damn it, am I happy.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Many
I
months of the
never
greatest takes on the
expected to see
platform.
Gargles
Cheetossie is real, and
on
it
the
is
top
dangerous.
100 animation. This was a Disney show? Gargles was Disney?
Bossy. I don't take no shit from anyone.
Also, Hot Latina.
Sorry, what? Gargles was Disney? Why doesn't Disney own Gargles? Why can't we get Gargles? Why can't we get some Gargles in the theme park? Am I crazy? Hang on, let's get the theme up. I haven't watched the Gargles theme. Gargoyles. Gargles.
1,000 years ago, superstition and the sword ruled. It was a time of darkness. It was a world of fear. It was the age of gargoyles.
It was the age of Gargles.
Stone by day, warriors by night. We were betrayed by the humans we had sworn to protect, frozen in stone by a magic spell for 1,000 years. Now here in Manhattan, the spell is broken, and we live again.
Will, would claymation count as animation in
Yes.
this list or no?
For sure.
We are defenders of the night. We are gargoyles.
You know what? Gargles was pretty epic. And there is no way that it should be at 45 as the best show ever made. Get that shit in the 90s and maybe I can fuck with it. I'm happy Gargles is on the list, but that's nuts. 45 for Gargoyles is crazy. Battle of the Planets. I used to think the animation for this was so cool. This is fair.
I'm a stud.
No.
I'm ballsy. I don't take no shit from anyone.
Can we hear the Space Coast opening theme by Sandra?
They didn't even get the fucking air date right, you fucking peasant piss ass.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Dorks.
20 months, hey meow brother.
It ran to 2021. It ran till 2021. This is crazy to me. This is crazy. This should be top 5. Let me see what they say. Created by Gendry Tartakovsky, Dexter's Laboratory, in parentheses. Brother, Samurai Jack was better than Dexter. Come on, chill. Samurai Jack is a fun, action-heavy animated series that appeals to kids and adults alike. The show's simple and colorful art style. Okay, you're about to... We're not going to read that. That's going to make me angry. Powerpuff Girls, deserved spot. Powerpuff Girls is fabulous. I fuck with Powerpuff Girls. I'm going to come back to Samurai Jack. I just want to get to the top of the list. PPG. All right, we got to listen to that theme. We got to listen to that theme, right? We got to listen to the PPG. Come on. Dude.
Sugar. Spice.
And everything
And
nice.
everything nice. These were the ingredients chosen to create the perfect little girl. But Professor Utonium accidentally added an extra ingredient to the concoction, Chemical X.
This list is like 10 years old? Is it? Okay, that makes sense. Why did someone share it then?
Thus, the Powerpuff Girls were born! Using their ultra superpowers, Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup have dedicated their lives to fighting crime and the forces of evil!
Dude, that little fucking drum lick could be made into such a hard house song. Powerpuff Girls is crazy. Wasn't the creator of Powerpuff Girls like 21 years old when they made that show? Anyway, we're going to keep working. Tiny Toon Adventures. All right. I like Tiny Toon Adventures. I'm fine with it. Batman Beyond at 40. Okay. Fair. One of my favorites, but 40 feels okay to me. Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Fucks with it. Wait a minute. This list can't be 10 years old because it said Venture Bros. No. Whoever wrote that was one guying me because it said Venture Bros ran to 2021 or whatever, or 2023. That was a one guy. Aqua Teen Hunger Force, fantastic. No, it said present. Oh, that's true. Everything Now show. Dankeschön. Thank you so much for the raid. Everybody, please join me in following the Everything Now show. They're fantastic. They're fantastic. They're doing God's work. Improv in the year of our Lord 2025. Support those. Support those men. I love them. Thank you so much for the raid. I hope you had a wonderful stream. I love Aqua Teen. Naruto, yeah, I agree. It belongs to be here. Space Ghost Coast to Coast. I already told you about Space Ghost. I kind of want to blast through the rest of this list, but I agree with this. Space Ghost deserves to be on here. Cam died? Fuck. All right, give that a minute. The cam turned off, or the fan turned off. We'll come back to it in a second. Superman the animated series. Maybe. Cam fan? Yeah, I got a Cam fan. Avatar The Last Airbender. People love this. That's fair. That's fine. 35. Sure. Robotech at 34. Okay. Feels a little high. Schoolhouse. Fuck Schoolhouse Rock. Bitch ass Schoolhouse Rock. I'm in the bill out on Capitol Hill. Yeah. You're all just a bill. You're all just a bill. Tell me fucking one other thing than that in Conjunction Junction. They had 2 hit songs. The rest was trash. And they showed it in schools. Oh, you're a Schoolhouse Rock fan? Name 7 albums. Name 7 albums. Liquid Television. Okay, Liquid Television was very cool. It was the birth of a lot of intellectual property, including Aeon Flux. I'm okay with it being there. Muppet Babies, fuck right off. Spectacular Spider-Man, This was not as good as The Amazing Spider-Man. Speed Racer. Okay. I'm with Speed Racer. Speed Racer was like the first anime I ever watched on, my parents bought me all the tapes. I think they got them all in a collection. And I love Speed Racer. The Mach 5? Dude, okay. That's another theme that we're just going to have to fucking barrel right through, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Haas, for pulling up that image of me. Yes. Yes. Get that shit out of here, Haas.
Here he comes.
Here comes Speed Racer. He's a demon on wheels.
He's a demon and he's gonna be chasing after someone. He's gaining on you, so you better look alive. He's busy revving up the powerful Mach 5.
I don't know why he says it like that. I don't know why he goes, Mach 5.
Revving up the powerful Mach 5. He's busy revving up the powerful Mach 5. And when the odds are against him and there's dangerous work to do, bet your life, Speed Racer, to see it through. Go Speed Racer,
go Speed Racer, go Speed Racer, go!
He's off and flying as he guns a car around the track. He's jamming down the pedal like he's never coming back. Adventure's waiting just ahead.
Go Speed Racer, go Speed Racer, go Speed Racer, go! I'm going to say something controversial about Speed Racer. Speed Racer, of any cartoon character ever made, is the most likely to fuck yo bitch. Like, think about this. If this motherfucker existed in real life, billionaire, playboy, Formula One star, driving the best car in the world, handsome, young, dealing with death every day, traveling around the world. Johnny Bravo never got laid, not once. Speed Racer will fuck yo bitch with his brother. Racer X will dump it in her ass while Speed's pumping her head. I'm telling you right now, watch your bitch around Speed Racer. Watch your bitch. Watch your bitch around Speed Racer. It's not a game. Look at this man. Look at the Red Sox. You think that was by chance? He got the Gucci socks on right now. Brown leather shoes from a designer. Everything he wears is designer. This motherfucker coming out. Just came back from, wherever the fuck he was, the Maldives or wherever. Just
on you, so you better look alive. He's busy revving up the powerful
Mach 5. That's what your girl is saying. You revved that Mach 5 right into her bunghole. Telling you, watch out. All right. Anyway, home movies, fantastic. Very funny. Really good.
Oh, yeah,
I
wow,
loved
that's
this
for
show.
cool.
They don't call him Speed for nothing, though. She come back because it doesn't last long enough.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow,
that's true.
That's for cool.
South Central, thank you so much. Home movies is hilarious. Home movies is hilarious. It's got its own sense of humor and a bunch of voice talent, including H. John Benjamin, started on this show. H. John Benjamin as what's his name? Coach Kirk is so fucking funny in this show. Coach McGurk. Yeah, that's it. King of the Hill at 27. Fair. King of the Hill gave me many laughs. Deserves to be on this list. No. The Critic is not this good. I'm sorry. It's not this good. I watched The Critic. It's not 26 good. Maybe in the 90s, but the greatest animated shows ever watched, I disagree. Ran for 2 seasons. I don't think it ever had the kind of love that. Respect to Lovitz. I don't put it in my best ever. Robot Chicken, fair, fine. Claymation, fucking innovators, deserves to be here. Robot Chicken has given me some fantastic laughs. I love Robot Chicken. Also, I love how short and pithy the sketches were. I'm not a Scooby-Doo guy. I'm just going to tell you. I know people love Scooby-Doo. I don't love Scooby-Doo. I don't get it. I'll try and turn my camera back on. I'm going to be honest, I don't understand what Scooby-Doo is. Because I remember as a kid paying careful attention to Scooby-Doo to try and unravel a mystery. And ultimately, like 90% of the episodes of Scooby-Doo, there is no logic to who is committing the crime. They just pull the mask off and it's some random fucking person and none of the clues make any sense. And it's not really a mystery show. It's just it's a show about, you know, how white kids are just able to solve people's problems by being around, I suppose, which offended my sensibilities. Especially because they made the Harlem Globetrotters do all the work at one point, you know. But that's just me. That's just me. You know. No, I'm gonna be honest. I just don't. I don't really get Scooby-Doo. I know it's got a position in history. I'm usually pretty funny about my dislike for it. I'll be honest, I just never really got it. I'm such a cartoon head. I love all cartoons. And this one just never spoke to me. Yeah. I tried. I always tried, and it never quite did it for me. Transformers, come on. Transformers goes crazy. Deserved position, too. Fair.
I'm a stud. I'm ballsy.
Are you
I don't take no
shitting
shit
on
from
my
anyone.
face?
The villains in Scooby-Doo often represent the bourgeoisie, wealthy individuals who exploit others. Their motivations are frequently tied to financial gain, such as schemes to acquire property or treasures.
Yeah, I mean, they're not very good at it. If they just did the crime and didn't have a fucking ghost, they probably would have gotten away with it. It's America. Anyway, listen, Scooby-Doo, not for me. Scooby-Doo, not for me. If it's for you, peace and love.
I work at the zoo with the
Enjoy
missing
it.
otters. There is good news.
Enjoy it.
Ophelia
I know
is
its
back
position
home.
in history. But this is an abomination. Get this fucking off my list. This show sucked. This show was never good. It should not be 22 on the list. It shouldn't be on the list. Fuck the real Ghostbusters. Crazy that it's on there. Star Wars, Clone Wars. Okay, fair. 21. I'm okay with that. You're crazy. Show is great. You think this is the 22nd best animated project ever made in history? Kindly get the fuck out. You might enjoy the real Ghostbusters, but in no way should this be 22. That's crazy. Even fans of this show wouldn't do that. Maybe 90.
Oh, yeah, wow. That's for a
Maybe
quarter.
99. Maybe it cracks the list, but one of the top 20 animated shows of all time, you're smoking crack. This deserves to be here. Maybe a bit high, but it was really great. Justice League Unlimited. If this was Young Justice, I would feel better. If this was Young Justice, I would feel better. I think this is too high. G.I. Joe, fuck out of my face. I know it sells so many toys, and I know it's so iconic, but I just... 19 is so high. 19 is so high for this. DuckTales? Bum, 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 bum. Dun, 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 now. Here in Duckburg. Lasers, race cars, aeroplanes. It's a duck blur. Or rewrite history. Yes.
Life is like a hurricane.
Yes. Here in Duckburg.
Race cars, lasers, aeroplanes.
It's a duck blur. Yeah, we need to talk about something else. On the list of most likely to fuck your bitch, Launchpad would be a close second. You got to keep your eyes on this motherfucker. He got a thick ass neck. You know what I mean? Watch out for Launchpad.
Aeroplanes, it's a duck blur. Might solve a mystery or rewrite history. DuckTales, woo! Every day they're out there
gotta say, dude, I'm telling you right now, if this motherfucker tried to talk to you the way that Launchpad does, you're calling HR. You know what? I'm just gonna say it. All right? I'm just gonna. Dude, why did all the duck songs in cartoons go so hard? This Darkwing, dude, Darkwing went
mystery, Chippy on the right swoops out of the shadows, Darkwing on the night. Somewhere some villain schemes, but his number's up. 3, 2, 1. Darkwing Duck. When there's trouble, you call DW. Darkwing Duck.
Let's get dangerous.
Darkwing Duck. Darkwing.
There's that motherfucker again. Look at how he's looking in the bathroom all calm as shit. Look at that. He didn't even move his shoulders.
Out of snow and he appears, the master of surprise. Who's that coming by the shadowy disguise? Nobody knows for sure. Bad guys are out of luck. Here comes Darkwing Duck. When there's trouble, you call DW. Darkwing Duck.
Let's get dangerous.
Darkwing Duck. Darkwing Duck.
Man, that shit goes crazy. Oh, fuck.
Let's begin.
Yo, real shit. Real shit. I'm not the only one, right? I'm not the only one with this chick with her, you know, little kind of 50s ass pinup girl, bare hair. Come on. I'm not the only one. Something about her. You are the only one. Vindicate me right now. Give me ones in chat. I'm not the only one who liked Rebecca. They were anthropomorphic. Anthropomorphic. Oh, it's fine when all the ladies and the gays want to fuck Launchpad, but when Will starts talking about Rebecca, now he's a furry. Now he's a furry. I see how it is.
Spin it, let's begin it, there and grit it. When you're in it, you can win it in a minute. When you spin it, spin it, spin it.
Testing. Disgusting. You're disgusting. All of you. Throwing rocks in glass houses. Disgusting. Animaniacs at 17. I like that. I'm with that. It's time for Animaniacs. Ba-da-ba-ba. The Max at 16? I actually fuck with this. I actually fuck with this so heavy. The Max is like for real heads. Okay, what is that? What is on my screen right now? And why is it so attractive? The Max is like a cartoon for real heads only. It was on MTV. It's most unusual. I don't want to give away too much, but I actually really like this. At this position feels a little high, but I like how what a curveball it is. It's like such a hey, do you know your shit? Then I'm gonna put the Max on here. SpongeBob's I'm ready. I'm ready. Perfect position. Perfect. I'm okay with it. I'm fine with SpongeBob being on here. Cowboy Bebop at 14. Pretty good for the normies to put this where it is. I'd put it higher, but I'm okay. It's in the top 20. I'm okay. X-Men 97 at 13. I'm with it. I'm with it. These aren't bad at the top. Ren and Stimpy at 12.
I'm a stud.
Respect is due.
I don't take no shit from anyone.
Real talk though, Callie Briggs from SWAT Cats, if you know, you know tongue.
Oh, hey, now you talking that crazy shit, enemy stand user. Rocky and Bullwinkle, fuck right off. We don't have to... Fuck right off. Rocky and Bullwinkle. Top 50, I'm fine. Top 10, that's crazy. Yeah, what? I'm with it. Get back in the fucking mech, Shinji. Yeah. Yeah.
All-time theme song, show.
We gotta play it, right? We have to. We have to. Dude, I remember when I went to Japan, how many times I heard this song at karaoke was crazy to me. Yeah, this bangs my entire asshole. Oh, guys, Marsh is back. Hey, Marsh. Marsh, you little bitch. You won't come with me to the Megan 2 premiere tomorrow night instead of work? Yes, I will. All right, I'm texting him right now. Wait. Oh, I gotta play this. Neon Genesis is low-key mid as fuck. Okay, I'm going to give my actual take about this show. On my list, would I put this show higher than Cowboy Bebop? No. Do I understand why this gets put where it is? Absolutely. Because I think Neon Genesis Evangelion is one of those shows that, like, I remember where I was when I watched it, and it felt like a piece of art that spoke to me so much when I was a teen. I will be honest, going back and watching it did not have the same impact. But I think when you are a middle pubescent or prepubescent person, the impact of this show is so profound because the psychology that it gets into is kind of that like random, self-destructive, doubt, indecision, horny blur that Shinji is experiencing. And kind of like Fooly Cooly it speaks to you. And you're like, I'm watching a robot fighting show, but there's so much more going on here. And I just remember it like fragging my brain. Fooly Cooley hits harder, honestly, or harder, honestly. I agree. But the thing is, Fooly Cooley is kind of a show about nothing from the beginning. I think why Neon Genesis is so impactful is because they pull the rug out from under you. You can never watch Neon Genesis for the first time ever again. Because when you are 3 episodes into Neon Genesis, you think you know what you are watching. And then the show goes fucking insane. And you're like, what the fuck is happening, man? Fooly Cooley, I think, ultimately holds up better. Fooly Cooley spoke to me more. But I will never forget the first time I watched Neon Genesis and just for the second half of the season being like, what the fuck am I, what? Fantastic. 10 deserved. The Flintstones. Okay. Based. I said it earlier. The Jetsons are just a knockoff of the Flintstones. Hugely influential. Really funny commentary. I still laugh at the Flintstones. Did he yabba dabba donk her in the eye sometimes and do a little bit of domestic violence? Probably. You know, there was some underlying themes there that I think kind of related to the Honeymooners. And if you ever watched The Honeymooners, it was all about, I'm going to punch you to the moon. And that kind of carried over. I think this show was a direct remake of The Honeymooners, actually. So it's a little pal right in the kisser dated. But it's cute and it's funny. And Betty Rubble could get some dick. Everybody knew Barney wasn't hitting it right. Everybody knew Barney was not hitting that shit right. Betty Rubble could get some dick. Even now, looking at her, I'm just like, man, got to leave your husband, bitch. He's fucking up. She's basically Caroline. Okay, dude. All right. Watch your fucking tone. Futurama. Deserved. I think this is actually a perfect position for Futurama. There are a lot of shows we haven't seen yet that I assume are going to be on this list that are kind of in the same vein. But I would put Futurama above Family Guy, South Park, and even The Simpsons when everything is said and done. I think Futurama is ultimately the most impactful Matt Groening cartoon. I was the biggest Simpsons fan in the world, but Zombie Simpsons hurts me every single episode. It just is what it is. I think Simpsons has probably 7 or 8 seasons of the best cartoon of all time. And then it moves into Zombie Simpsons. And it was just a show that kept running to sell products. Futurama always felt like it was a show that Matt didn't give up on and that had a heart and a soul, and that the entire way through, I found myself laughing, crying, so involved with Fry, Leela Taronga, Dr. Zoidberg, and the whole crew. Like I fucking loved it. The episode with Fry's dog is one of the best cartoon episodes ever. I challenge you to watch it without sobbing. And there are a lot of episodes like that. Also, when it had its finales, I think every finale, series finale of the show, which there are multiple, are fantastic. I even think the most recent Hulu version of the show is still really good. Anyway, I don't know. I really enjoy it. Family Guy. Family Guy, Family Guy, Family Guy. Family Guy is interesting because I think everybody had the same trajectory with Family Guy. Where I think when you first started watching Family Guy, it was so different that it really made you laugh. It had some fantastic moments and some fantastic seasons. The problem is the bit ran smooth. The crazy random cutaways to like insane violence or just a bit over and over and over again without any real plot, I think wore thin pretty quick. And at a certain point, it kind of felt like, oh, they're doing the same thing again. Ultimately, I think a big reason for that is Seth MacFarlane was making like 18 fucking shows, man. Like, I think when Seth was really giving his attention to Family Guy, it was great. And then he made American Dad and The Cleveland Show and da-da-da-da-da. Like I think he had like 5 shows on TV at one point. And it was like, what are we doing? But Family Guy needs to be on this list. And I understand why it is so high. It is one of the most influential cartoons of all time. And, you know, it's one of those things that it will make you laugh. It will make you laugh. So I'm not pissed about it being here, but obviously it's going to be a controversial one. The Tick at 6. So fucking based. So based. I actually think this is so based. I know a lot of people will be upset about this, but I think The Tick is a lot better than people give it credit for. When you think about The Boys, when you think about Invincible, schizophrenic IRS agent, thank you so much. When you think about The Boys, when you think about Invincible, none of those shows happen without The Tick. The Tick was the first like hard parody of superhero shit. And it was really funny. I don't know if 6 is the right place for it. I think 6 puts too much pressure on it. I think it is a fantastic show, but your top 10 have to all be landmark, groundbreaking, immortal projects. And I would say of everything that I see in this top 10, The Tick probably has by far the least commercial success, which I think outpaces how much I have a soft spot for it. And so I think it's too high, but I'm okay with The Tick being on the list. Beavis and Butthead. Yep. Yep. A lot of you are going to be too young to remember the cultural impact that Beavis and Butthead had, but holy fucking shit. Beavis and Butthead cascaded on America in a way that was insane. I can't tell you what it was about Beavis and Butthead. Honestly, to this day, I think of all the Judge projects, it was by far the dumbest and probably the least funny of everything that Judge has done. Not saying that it wasn't funny, but everything that Judge has done is so incredible that Beavis and Butthead always kind of felt, but I think that it was so fucking stupid and parents just didn't understand it and it pissed them off. And I think it made the show even more explosively successful. I think it is one of those shows that made parents and adults so angry because they did not understand it at any point. And it was so crass and it was so crude compared to everything else. And it was so fucking dumb. Now, the funny thing is that Beavis and Butthead felt like kind of an aberration in content, right? It felt like, well, this is so stupid. How could something like this survive? Little did we know that Beavis and Butthead would actually be the canary in the mine for all brain rot. Beavis and Butthead were like harbingers of a grim future where young men would jack into content in such a way that they would abandon their personality at all points and become these caricatures of the things that they were consuming so violently that they could not exist in society anymore. They are so soulless that they can't get through the word Jack. I don't even think Judge knew what he was doing was so fucking profound. But there is an entire generation of teens that are Bevi and Buttheadious in their manifestation. Beavis and Butthead is fantastic. It's really funny. The movie was great. The cartoon was great. And God damn it, I don't know if I've ever laughed so hard as the first time I heard Fly High, Lesbian Seagull. Fantastic. Also on MTV, pretty groundbreaking, South Park. What can you say about Matt Stone and Trey Parker that hasn't already been said? Matt Stone and Trey Parker are so interesting because they are artists that I feel have lost and found their way so many times in front of us that I don't know if there's ever been an artist that I feel like I have grown so much with. Like when Matt Stone and Trey Parker started this show, it felt like they were two angry children throwing stones at society. And they just wanted to watch the world burn. They wanted to do something crass and horrible and violent. And when I was 12 years old, it was the best thing I had ever seen. I remember pretending to go to sleep, sneaking and creeping down to my living room and watching Cartman get anally probed by aliens and listen to these children say shit and fuck and bitch and goddamn it into the wee hours of the morning. And I could not believe what I was seeing. It was like finding a Stradivarius violin. It felt like I was watching something rare and a masterwork. And then to move forward and look back, God, it was so bad. It was so bad. Trey Parker and Matt Stone won't even watch season 1 anymore. They won't acknowledge it exists as something they did. You can hear them talk about it. They're embarrassed by it. But it was another cultural bomb. Like I remember PTAs were having meetings about South Park. It was the great animated devil in society. And it was here to erode your children. It was insane, the reaction to this cartoon, and it only magnified its impact. And then years later, we started to get episodes that were more profound and targeted with their commentary, with their analysis. We started to see the works of two angry cartoonists become a real work of satire, where they were targeting things and going after things that they would have some kind of focus on. And then they really started to dial in and take shots. They started speaking truth to power, which is crazy to say, but these like almost ridiculous rebels started to pick and choose their targets. Like they went after Scientology before anyone went after Scientology. When they went after Scientology, not only did they have a Scientologist on the show, but they were told not to do this because Scientology, the Church of Scientology, would go after them so hard with their lawyers that they thought that they would lose the show. And ultimately, Isaac Haynes, chef, quit. They didn't really honor his memory. God damn, they fucked his character up as a punishment for that. But also, Tom Cruise did get the show pulled. He eventually got the episode pulled. But they were one of the first ones to go after Scientology. And listen, is every episode a hit? No. They take a lot of big swings. But there are some really important episodes of South Park that are fascinatingly good. And beyond that, Trey Parker and Matt Stone's side projects have been fantastic as well. The video games have all been tremendous. The South Park video games have been tremendous. Book of Mormon has been a fantastic success. Not to mention some of the most iconic moments, Team America, in animated history. I don't know if any of you guys remember this, but one of the seasons of South Park ended on a cliffhanger. Who is Cartman's father? And they came back next season, and instead of telling you that Mr. Teneman was Cartman's dad, they did a Terrence and Phillip episode. And they got death threats. It deserves to be here. Looney Tunes. Yeah. Come on. When you think of cartoons at their most distilled and base form, it's probably the Looney Tunes. And we will see how Coyote versus Acme holds up all these years later very shortly. I think it'll make back its $50 million. I think Warner Brothers is going to look very foolish. Well, you have to listen to it. Come on. We got to listen to it. We got to listen to it.
All right.
I'm going to say something controversial. I would say that probably with Samurai Jack and Cowboy Bebop, if I was making a list like this, I think it would take every part of me not to put Batman at the number one spot. Batman the Animated Series elevated what it meant to be a child's cartoon. It is so unfathomably good. From the score to the voice acting to the animation, an animation style that is all its own, that is so uniquely Batman the Animated Series. Everything about Batman the Animated Series feels elevated, feels perfect. I don't know how else to say that. Every episode of Batman the Animated Series is fantastic. And then beyond that, I don't know if you guys know this, but Batman Beyond is a continuation of Batman the Animated Series, which is so fucking cool that they were like, you know what? This is so good. Let's do another series in the same universe with a different art style, with a different soundtrack, with a different character, and kind of give a modern interpretation of something that we did. Batman the Animated Series is unbelievably good. I think, it's interesting that as Americans, particularly in the 90s, we thought that cartoons were for children, right? We really were slow to come around on the fact that cartoons could be for a wider audience than children, other than like The Simpsons, right? And Batman was a show for children that had no business being as good as it is. I don't mean to talk slick or out of school here, but I don't know if you've watched the cartoons that a lot of young people are watching now. Some of them are fantastic, but there aren't many that achieve in an artistic way the way Batman the Animated Series did. There aren't many Peppa Pigs with a full orchestra, making a soundtrack that it's so obscenely good. Anyway, I agree with this placement. And then The Simpsons. The Simpsons. The Simpsons is really interesting. Don't predictable. We need to sit the fuck down and take stock, because yes, there are about 20 seasons of The Simpsons. Go ahead.
Mask of the Potassium is still one of my favorite movie ending ever, and in 33 now.
Yeah. Yep. There are probably 20 seasons of The Simpsons that are less than fantastic. But I will say this. The Simpsons has started the career of some of the funniest people in the world. The Harvard Lampoon is basically a direct pipeline to The Simpsons. I know you're all saying Conan, but for every Conan, there's 10 really funny people that worked in that writer's room that you probably wouldn't even believe. Now, I think Futurama, pound for pound, is a better project. I think the 20 bad seasons of The Simpsons really hurts its legacy. However, if those seasons didn't exist, if The Simpsons ended at like the 13th or 14th season, if it just was canceled and over, this wouldn't even be a debate. No one would be like, ew. No one would be like, eh. Everybody would be in lockstep and say that The Simpsons is the greatest cartoon ever made. There wouldn't be any dissenters, because season 3 through season 12 is some of the funniest shit ever made. Full stop, period. It's so fucking good. I go back and I watch those seasons and I'm like, oh my God. It's so goddamn good. Mr. Plow, The Lemon Tree, Monorail, fucking Santa's Little Helper, Grimes, Mr. Sparkle, the Japanese Trip, the original Tree Houses of Horror. Oh, God, there are so many good episodes of The Simpsons. Hans Moleman, fucking Mr. Burns on his meds. Oh, God, man. I still, to this day, quote a lot of this shit. Run, boy. Now he's got a taste for meat. Hi, I'm Troy McClure. You might remember me from such films as Christmas Ape 2, Revenge of the Christmas Ape. Like, it's hard. And I know it's hard.
Oh, yeah, wow. That's so cool.
Atlantic Tuna, thank you so much. And listen, to be a teachable moment, it is hard when you see someone you love sell out. And no one has ever sold out harder than The Simpsons. Like, The Simpsons are the example of something that just keeps existing to make money. And that's tough. That's tough. But in the same way that some of my favorite artists are still making albums that I wish they wouldn't, I do my best to remember a magic era when I was a kid and The Simpsons would make me laugh until I cried. And ultimately, The Simpsons shaped my sense of humor in such a profound way that I am not upset with it being remembered as the greatest cartoon. That's what I'll say on that. Anyway, I'd probably put Cowboy Bebop #1, but fuck me, right? Okay, but where's Adventure Time? I think that list is old. I don't know why someone shared it with me. Someone shared it with me, and I think the list is old, which is sad. Rip Val Kilmer? No way. Did Val Kilmer just die? I don't see this. Oh. Val Kilmer, film star who played Batman and Jim Morrison, dies at 65. And it's from the New York Times, so it's definitely not a fucking...
Thanks, Kate.
Miss Baby, would you come sit at my table?
Mr. Earth, would you mind signing an autograph for me, sir? My wife's not going to believe this.
Wide Earp, huh?
Heard of you.
Listen now, Mr. Kansas law dog. Law don't go around here. Savvy?
I'm retired.
Good. That's real good.
Yeah. Yeah, that's real good, law dog, because law just don't go around here.
Yeah, I heard you the first time. Winner to the king, $500.
Shut up, Ike.
You must be Doc Holliday.
That's the rumor.
You retired too?
Not me. I'm in my prime.
Yeah, you look it.
You must be Ringo. Look, darling. Johnny Ringo. The deadliest pistolier since Wild Bill, they say. What do you think, darling? Should I hate him?
You don't even know him.
No, that's true, but I don't know. There's just something about him. Something around the house. I don't know. Reminds me of me. No, I'm sure of it. I hate him. He's drunk. In vino veritas.
Ajik Wadajis.
A learned man. Now I know I hate him. I love
Creda Judas Sotella non ego.
Juventus Stultorum. Magister.
In pace requiescat.
Come on, boys. We don't want any trouble in here, not in any language.
That's Latin, darling. Evidently, Mr. Ringo's an educated man. Now I really hate him.
What's it, Johnny? I hear he's real fast.
Drinks are on me.
What movie is this? Tombstone? Dude, we might watch this tomorrow. We might have to watch some Tombstone tomorrow. Tombstone goes absolutely crazy. We got to do a Kilmer movie tomorrow. Ding, ding, ding. What the fuck just came on my screen? What the fuck is this?
Yeah. Did Biden do news conferences like this, Peter? I don't think
No. He was never standing next to somebody who looked like they were about to be shot out of a cannon.
Okay.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
My first time watching Tombstone was here years ago. It is one of the best movies of all time. Rest in peace, Kilmer.
A learned man. Now I know I hate him. A new roguelike called Haste. Check this out. Anyway, that was a fun little list. I'm glad you let me be a cartoon nerd for a while, chat. I can't believe we have 6,000 people here. That's crazy. I can't believe we just have 6,000 people hang out here on the regular now. That's wild. We've grown a little bit.
Straight for tomorrow. I wanna run it down. Go on, forget all your sorrow and go. But all the songs we sang, they will stay in my.
Okay, who is this sexy motherfucker? Wait a minute. I'm about to bite this man's entire style, bar for bar. God damn. You gotta lift his legs a little bit, though. Come on, man. What's going on here? We really skipping leg day. God damn.
Will stay in my heart as we're chasing for something to hold on to. Racing for true love to last. We're all dreaming of a new time, a new way. So give it all you've got on
The song
the
sucks ass. It feels like it was a Japanese song that they translated. I want to see some of the gameplay. Yo, this looks weird.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
At Lunapio, the demo
shit.
for this game was Norse.
Oh, wait, it's like a Sonic roguelike? I feel like I would fuck with this very heavy. This might be what we play on Sunday. Sunday, we're going to do gaming streams where I'm going to do like marathon gaming. I think Sundays or Saturdays, I'm going to go fucking dummy hard and do like 12, 13-hour gamer days as part of our... Also... Also... By popular demand, I think we're going to bring back music days. By popular demand, I think we're going to bring back music days, but we have to figure out a goddamn
ADHD game.
system. A goddamn system so that at the end of the night, when I'm 8 hours in and I'm deliriously tired, people are like, you didn't play my song, cocksucker. Okay? We're going to bring back the music nights, and I'm going to tell you why we got to bring back the music nights. Because Haas on Twitch, his mother is a fan, and we're not going to let her down, goddammit. I found out that that is her favorite stream that we do. Yes, I know it's hard to believe. Will Neff is a family-friendly streamer, folks. I'm still wrapping my head around it, too. Apparently, families get down with all the cat girl lusting that I do. But, you know, for Haas's mama, we're going to... Okay.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Okay, dude. Okay, man. That's... Thank you so much for the hype train! Kyle Ken 10! Oh, fuck, we just got raided. There is a whole raid of confused people right now.
My mom just asked if you
Thank you. Wait, we gotta watch my favorite part at the end where they really style on this motherfucker.
This was a stream for cat lovers. Also RIP Val Kilmer.
Okay. That's a lot. You're really playing with my emotions there.
I'm a stud. I'm ballsy. I don't take no shit from anyone.
Any chance to see you selling some of that Guantanamo hay on stream today?
Okay.
I'm a
Guys,
stud.
I might play
I'm
Schedule
ballsy.
1 later.
I don't take no shit from anyone.
Okay.
What is Mrs. on Twitch's fursona? Asking for myself.
No, we're not. We are not doing that. We are not talking about Haas's mom's fursona. No, I simply refuse. Listen, Schedule 1. I got to be honest. I am a little bit of a savant at naming weed strains. And some of my weed strain names they've hit the street and they've become very successful. I made Guantanamo Hay was one of my weed strains. Dick Cheney's Quadruple Bypass was one of my weed strains. And then the one that really, really hit the streets hard was a little weed strain known as Actual Human AIDS. And the streets are going crazy about it. Everybody's trying to get their hands on actual human AIDS. It ended up being our most popular weed strain, and it was really funny when people were calling. There was another strain that I made afterward that was less popular, but I really enjoyed it, called A Child Silently Weeping in a Movie Theater After His Parents' Divorce. Which, it's more of a mellow strain, really. It's more of a mellow strain. But yeah. I think I'm gonna play some Schedule 1 a little bit later on. I just want to mention, though, Schedule 1 will not be for everyone. I understand that. My brother was an addict. I know that some of the imagery and the humor in Schedule 1 is not for everyone, but I will play it. And if you elect to tap out, that is totally fine. That is very understood. As someone who dealt with addiction in my own family, I get that it's not everybody's
My cousin smoked some actual human AIDS and hasn't been the same since.
Yeah. Actual human AIDS it's a very heady strain, really. Was that the whole? Thank you for the hype train, guys. Jelly Pop-Tarts 55. Thank you. So sorry, but why does this remind me of this clip? Thank you so much, Red Mage Emperor Diaz. Why does it remind me of this clip?
Okay. Alright, so then you kind of really make it like have that modern sound. I'm just gonna add a little hi-hat, a normal like hi-hat from modern music, shall we say. So we got something like that. Alright, that's cool. So something like that, I'll just probably roll it on there. That's just RZA making a quick beat from you right from scratch. Get those horns back in there one more time.
That modern sound.
Cool, man. You see how great it is?
Dude, the best part about this is the comments For that modern sound, I'm going to add a hi-hat, a normal one, adds Mr. Krabs walking sound effect. This is the beat that plays in your head when you've gone 3 days without sleep. All my favorite instruments: snare, metronome, auto-tuned fart, doorbell.
Oh yeah, wow, that's
teeth
very cool.
chattering,
Goofy upbeat.
paint can falling down the stairs. All my favorite instruments: snare, metronome, auto-tuned fart, doorbell, teeth chattering, paint can falling down the stairs. Dude, I don't know why they released this. I don't know why they didn't give him another take. That is still one of the funniest YouTube videos in history to me. What is this? Okay. You see the Val Kilmer shit? Yeah, man, it's super depressing. I love Val. Very sad. This dude's just mixing up dope in his fucking bedroom. That was crazy. Need to listen to this version of the Batman Taz theme.
الذي لا يهادن الشر من كفه انطلق مثل بارق مر عبر.
This is so bad, it might reignite the Crusades. What the fuck is this? What did they do? What the fuck is this?
نحو الحقيقة فلا مكان للسر لبطلنا روح أمينة تكتشف اليقين ضوء لمع وسط المدينة رسم نداء لمنادينا حين يبدو ويختفي حين تلك إشارة باتمان ضوء لمع وسط المدينة رسم نداء.
This is sick? No! This is dog shit. This is a hot diarrhea spray at the wall. It's guys. This is fire in the same way that like when the fucking neurodivergent kid goes up and shits his pants at a talent show is fire. Like that is horrible. Like, what the fuck were they? Dude, why would you redub this? This! Feel this. Bow! Feel that shit. Danny Elfman fucking you in the butt. And they thought that they were going to improve it with this?
Anyone.
Have you ever heard this Techno Spider-Man theme song?
No.
ضوء لمع وسط المدينة رسم نداء لمنادينا حين يبدو ويختفي حين تلك إشارة باتمان ضوء لمع وسط المدينة رسم نداء لمنادينا حين يبدو ويختفي حين تلك إشارة باتمان 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 باتمان.
This is actually offensive to me. That is like defacing, like,
I'm a stud. I'm
the
ballsy.
statue of
I don't
David.
take no shit from anyone.
Method Man and Redman once made Ludacris rap on a beat like that RZA beat on a prank show on MTV.
Really? Bro, you're tripping? That shit's hard as shit? I mean, it's hard as shit in that it's wet and pasty and shit. It is shit. It's shit. You can just shorten what you said to it's trash.
Oh, and Logan Paul, the pulverizer, puts AJ Styles.
His new move is so fucking cool. I hate that his new move is so good. I hate that his new finisher is so good.
Oh, and Logan Paul, the pulverizer.
The pulverizer is sick, dude. I hate that. Damn, that is cool. That sucks. Yes, that is how I feel. Piece of shit. Listen, guys. I want to educate you on something, okay? I want to educate you on something. In this world, everything is everybody's crazy. You can't get any reliable information at all, okay? Do I like the Paul brothers? Absolutely not. But can I look you in the face and tell you that is a bad wrestling move? No. I'm going to give it to you straight. It's one of the best wrestling finishes I've seen in years. It doesn't make him a better person, okay? But I'm not going to fucking lie to you and tell you that it's not dope because it's so goddamn dope. It's so good. All right? I swear it's not new though. It's like a variation on like a DDT and some other things, but the way he executes it is definitely new.
This is my P, and this is me. 3 hours into Rich Piana's 8-hour arm workout, which he claims will add an entire inch to the arms.
Wow, we're gonna watch this.
This video, we'll see if I can complete this challenge and how my sanity, my stomach, and my kidneys will fare in the process.
Okay, so what he is talking about with an 8-hour workout is rhabdo. Rhabdo is basically where your like organs give up because you've worked out so much. Like the lactic acid in your system starts to poison you.
This is by far the dumbest thing I've ever done. Why the fuck did I think this was a good idea?
Honestly, I would have fun doing this. I'm sorry, I would have fun doing this. I might do it this weekend.
So the first thing that he mentions in this video is to not work out for 2 full days because he says that it's important to let your body recuperate.
You guys want me to do a Rich Piana's 8-hour arm workout subathon? Done.
Fully from any previous workouts. So I'm pretty happy to hear that because that means that I can not do anything for this video for the next 2 days and I'll still technically be making progress on it. While I relish in that, I will see you all in 2 days.
All right, it's officially been 2 days and it is now time for breakfast. So right here I have a dozen.
You sound stupid? I am. I've always been stupid.
Eggs and 2 cups of oatmeal. Now, Rich Piana in his video says that he only eats egg whites. Unfortunately, I live in Japan. Well, actually, very fortunately, I live in Japan. But unfortunately, in Japan, you can't get cartons of just egg whites. So I'm going to have to sacrifice these 12 eggs and eliminate their yolk, much to the chagrin of my mother, who will inevitably beat me after she watches this video.
This guy's rich.
For wasting so much food. and put in 2 cups of oatmeal. That's 2 cups of oatmeal. All right, so he didn't specify
so much oatmeal. Holy fuck.
whether or not he eats his oatmeal with water or milk. With that being
I
said,
think he would mix the egg whites in the oatmeal.
I feel like if you're eating 12 egg whites a day, you're probably eating your oatmeal with water with probably like no sugar.
You don't understand. Bodybuilders like that, they're just slamming down. They don't give a fuck about what they're eating. They're just slamming it down. They have no love for the food they're eating. There's no emotional connection. They're just like robotically going through the art of mastication. They just jam it in their mouth and blah, 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 blah.
Or maple syrup or honey. He did also mention that seasoning was not allowed. Although he didn't say no salt, so I will put in salt.
Rip Val Kilmer. Yeah, it's sad. We're gonna watch a Val movie for film night tomorrow. Film night will be late tomorrow. Film night will be late tomorrow, but we'll do a film night and we'll try and do a Val project.
There we go. This has to be the most bland meal
Have you
that
ever
I've
heard the song Pump It by Electric Callboy? Yes. I got to be honest, I'm not a fan of Electric Callboy. Their videos are awesome. Their aesthetic is incredible. Their music does not move me.
ever eaten and possibly will ever eat. I think I can handle the egg whites pretty reasonably. But dude, this is so much oatmeal, dude. And it's oatmeal and water. All right, well, I mean, hey, bon appetit. It's really not that bad. Although certainly eating this day in, day out, it's got to do something to your brain. Thing is, I think once you have money, you have success, bitches, you got to do something every morning that tells your brain that it's still at war. And this is probably the perfect way to do it.
Yeah, just look at that robotic eating.
Egg white's done. Now for the oatmeal. Oh, man.
He made that oatmeal like shit, too.
I microwaved it too long, too. It's just like mush now.
I told you.
Dude, you're telling me who ate this shit every morning? I'm like...
So much oatmeal.
Not even halfway done. And my brain is just rejecting it.
Oh, God.
That was not for show. That was a genuine gag. Alright, guys. Okay, if I'm to hope to stomach this, I need to like put some honey or some like cinnamon in this because my eyes are literally watering. Okay. I got some honey. Hey, I made it like over halfway, all right? And Rich Piana is easily double my body weight, so there was. All right, cinnamon.
All right, get to the workout.
So the only thing he does throughout the entire 8 hours, all 16 mini workouts, is 4 sets of Easy Bar Skull Crushers and 4 sets
Okay,
of
Skull Crushers suck.
Easy Bar Bicep Curls. After that, he takes a rest until the following half hour starts, and then he does it again.
All right, so to test the validity of this whole 1 inch around the arm claim, I brought a tape measure. Now, I couldn't find a tape measure that was flexible, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna grab like a piece of rope and wrap it around my arm and then measure that. All right, this elastic band's gonna have to do.
Doing this in a Japanese gym, if you know anything about Japanese gyms, is so unhinged. He scared so many Japanese people this day.
So we'll go right around probably the thickest point in the tricep. All right, so we're looking at 32.
Why Japanese gyms are like libraries. You can hear a fucking pin drop in them. Like, they are so quiet. I've been in like 8 different Japanese gyms because they're actually like kind of hard to get to. And both times I worked out every day I was in Japan. But they are very quiet, and you work out very contained, and you clean up every station you go to, and having a camera and doing like a grunt-inducing 8-hour arm workout would freak people out, especially with a camera.
2 centimeters. Oh wow, my right arm is actually a full.
As you should. Nah, I've always been a fan of dirtbag gyms. I grew up in a dirtbag gym. I feel more comfortable in a dirtbag gym. In fact, Hassan at one point got me to sign up for Equinox, and I was literally like, nah, this ain't me. This ain't me, dog. I'm going to pay $15 and a nickel for a year of training because I want the weights to have fucking rust on them, bro. I don't know what this life is like. I don't understand it. All these attractive women around, all of them are doing fucking glute ham bridges for some reason. They're like, dude, I don't understand. If you ever go to an Equinox, everybody is doing glute extensions. That's all they're doing. I need some big, top-heavy motherfuckers with rust on their hands and weight belts around their midsections, grunting, screaming, doing fucking steroids in the bathroom. That's the kind of gym I grew up in. That's where I feel comfortable.
A full centimeter bigger. Who knew? All that time alone actually went to something good. It's actually policy at this gym where you have to set a stopwatch to indicate how long you're going to be using the machine for, just so the people around you can tell, when you're going to finish, and they can plan accordingly. But unfortunately, this timer only goes up to 60 minutes. Doesn't go up to 8 hours, which I'm not really sure why.
That's terrible. Yeah. Different strokes for different folks. It's just I grew up.
But, what can you do? All right, I've actually never done an arm day, like just an arm day.
Well, this dude, that's crazy, brother. How'd you get them big old beefy arms you got?
So I actually have no idea what weight to start at. So I'm just gonna try like 5 kg on each side and just see where that takes me.
You gotta attack that.
Yeah. Okay. And then this is immediately supplemented into some easy bar bicep curls. Actually, I think he stands up doing these.
Stop swinging, bitch. It's your first set.
That was 10 each. I think definitely I could go up a little bit, so I'm going to put an additional 2.5 kilograms on each side. That's
Did
definitely
Val Kilmer pass? Yeah, sadly.
A good amount of weight. I don't think I'm going to be able to do much more than that. All right, I think I heard the door just open, so that means that there's another person finally coming in.
That's what I told you. I told you this would be awkward in Japan. I told you this would be big awkward.
It is 4:43 right now. But my alarm also just went off, so I have another set to go. 4th set of first workout. So this will be the first set of, first finished workout of 16.
Yeah. Okay. This is making me fucking horny. I can't wait to do this.
And one thing I forgot to mention is that this whole 8-hour arm workout was probably constructed to sell protein powder by Rich Piana's supplement company, Mutant Nutrition, because in his 8-hour arm workout, he says that you should drink
Gotta watch Val Kilmer in Honor tomorrow? Yeah, we talked about it already.
Shake after every 30-minute workout, which is a total of 16 servings, resulting in a total of 8,800 calories of protein shake. And I guess I have to say that it worked, because now I'm the proud owner of this Mass Gainer, Mutant chocolate peanut butter flavor. So Now that I finished my first workout, this is gonna be shake number 1 of 16. Oh, there's a scooper. Holy shit. This is a hefty scoop. I'm just
He's gonna eat that entire tube of weight gainer in a day.
Get the
That's fucked.
size of this scoop, man. This is like a quarter, like a third of my face. I've never seen protein powder with this big of a scoop. Especially because the thing is, 1 serving size is 2 scoops. Actually, wait, how many serving sizes are? Okay, this whole container is 16 servings, which means this will be done by the end.
Dude, he's about to. Okay, the workout you can get through. That is gonna nuke his system. That is absolutely gonna nuke his system.
Of the workout. My God. One of the comments in that video mentioned that after the end of the...
I tried this 8-hour workout and now my piss is brown. I couldn't be any happier with the results. 600 upvotes.
The 8-hour arm workout, they started pissing brown, which at worst has to be kidney failure, and at best is probably just tanning oil being absorbed through the skin and excreted via the path of least resistance. But I'm a man of science, so I got a bunch of these little containers that I will be urinating in over the course of this next 8 hours to see what happens to my pee. And hopefully I won't end up in the hospital.
Jesus Christ.
All right, so this is the first one as a control. Piss numero uno. And I have to make sure that this is sealed very tight. Because if this ruptures or... Oh, no.
He's doing this in a Japanese
Every single time
gym.
I take a piss, I'm going to be walking out of here. And right now there's nobody here, so it's not that big a deal. But once, like, the staff is here or there's just other gym goers, it's going to be mad sus that I'm walking out of the restroom with this. And I don't want to put this in my pocket, man.
Put it in your pocket,
What am I
bitch.
doing with my life?
That's gonna be gross.
All right, it definitely helped to put a little bit less water in it, but it's just so sweet. Like imagine, you know, seconds after you finish your last set, you just like drink a cup of melted ice cream. All right, so it's almost 6 a.m. I just finished workout number 3. And as you can see, the sun is
6 a.m. Goddamn, he's got the same routine as what's his face. He's got to soak his face in some goddamn Saratoga spring water.
just starting to peak itself up. And it's not that bad. It's just the shakes, man. Like, this is gonna be my 3rd shake, and I still feel the first 2 digesting, and I'm like doing little baby barfs here and there. Like I feel like not great now, but I think most of that is just the anticipation for how really not great it's gonna be in a few hours. Because I'm scheduled to be here pretty much until like noon. I mean, we're not even a 4th of the way through yet. But I'm not gonna quit. Even if it means vomiting. Alright, this is gonna be the first pee in the control group, or excuse me, after the control group. I don't have enough hands to do all this, so bear with me here. Oh, this is really difficult to do.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it takes so much restraint to like piss into a thing of plastic, stop, and then continue peeing into the toilet bowl.
Alright, sample number 2 has been collected. But I gotta say, it's not looking at all alarming. This, I think, actually looks more hydrated than sample number 1.
You just started, bro.
Now to take this out of here without looking really weird. Because now there are people in the gym. I think putting this in my pocket is the only strategy here. But I'm gonna hold on to it very tight to ensure no spillage.
finished workout number 4. Which means I have to drink another shake.
No.
I just feel like I'm feeling like increasingly ill over the course of this. Dude, it's 2 scoops, man.
You think you could do this with a shake too? Absolutely not. I'll drink like a Core Power after every workout, but ain't no way I'm drinking 8,800 calories of weight gainer when I'm trying to cut down for a boxing match.
All right. Workout 5. Set number 1.
Oh, God.
I've exercised my gag reflex more in the last, 6 hours than I have probably the last 6 months. Except for that trip to Thailand. I was just about to walk into the restroom to pee. Then I realized that I forgot my little piss cup. Workout number 6 completed. I've already accepted that I'm going to throw up at some point today. Why did I think this was going to be a good idea? It doesn't even work as a video. Because, the content can only vary so much, right?
It doesn't even work as a video.
It's me doing the same workout 16 times. Why did I think this is gonna be a good? Oh, it'll be fun. What the fuck was I thinking? Now I'm in too deep. I can't quit now. I'm trying really hard not to breathe through my nose when I drink the shake. Water tastes so good right now. Okay.
Yeah, guys, we've been talking about Val Kilmer for a while. I appreciate that you all are coming in and letting me know because you know it's important to me. But yeah, we know. Feels bad. We're gonna probably watch a Val Kilmer movie either tomorrow or the next day to honor him.
I have 30 more minutes until my next shake. 30 more minutes of freedom. I'm gonna try my best not to vomit.
Oh.
This is by far, next to quitting my job to become a YouTuber before I've even uploaded a single video, by far the dumbest thing I've ever done. I'm not gonna show this because it's just gross, but it's more clumpy than it was going down. There was clumpy in the shake, but
oh God.
Oh no, those are egg whites.
My dude is going through it.
All right. I'm gonna finish the workout, but no more shakes. But I will finish the workout. So I've officially finished workout number 7. As far as my status goes,
he just looks like he feels sick from the protein shakes.
I feel significantly better after having thrown up and not drinking any more of the shakes. But I'm certainly starting to feel it in my elbows and whatnot. More than anything though, just the spirit is down because it just feels pointless. I know I'm at junk volume 20 sets ago, so I'm just trying my best to get through it. All right, just a little progress report. We're officially halfway done through the workout, so that's 8 of 16 workouts.
No.
And I'm approaching that level of local fatigue in my arms where on rep 2 or 3 of every set, it feels like I'm on rep 11 or 12. No matter how light the weight is, just like moving the arms hurt.
This is fucking insane.
All right, and with that set, that concludes workout number 10. I gotta say, as much as I'm feeling significantly better as I was a few hours ago, I'm pretty excited for this challenge to be over. My elbows are starting to hurt, like just my joints and my hands in general. Even my forearms are starting to burn. On top of that, I'm pretty sure my cubby, where I've been keeping my Tupperware containers, are starting to smell suspiciously like R. Kelly's hotel room. So,
oh no.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to conclude this and make my way home. And it's been starting to snow pretty heavily, so I think I'm gonna enjoy.
Snowing in Japan, fucking so cozy.
The walk home with a nice cool breeze. All right. That concludes workout number 12. So we're definitely on the home stretch. Only 2 hours more to go. Honestly, only additional thing to report is my upper spine is starting to ache, and my elbows feel like I'm speed running arthritis.
The pump is unreal.
I can just see
loathsome piss pumper. The forgotten Elden Ring character, the loathsome piss pumper.
Feel them grinding away like pestle and mortar, but it is currently 10:25 in the AM.
Oh, stir fry robot.
Also, my just sense of time is completely warped. I usually only am in the gym for 90 minutes, so it feels like I've only been here for 2 hours, even though I know I've been here since 4 a.m. I've seen people come and go. I kind of feel like the Asian dude from Inception, where I'm just stuck in limbo. And once I come out of this gym, all the time, it's actually going to be 2026, and I'm going to have gray hair. Or I guess it's the other way around. No, it'll actually be 4:10 a.m. Only 10 minutes have actually passed in the real world. Anyway, I don't think I'm going to have anything new to report in the next 2 hours. So I'm just going to push through it, and the next time I see you, unless something crazy happens, will be as I'm leaving the gym.
The pump is unreal. Next cut, he's just in the hospital.
All right, it's been about 24 hours since the conclusion of the 8-hour arm workout, and
he's just sitting with his piss.
At the end of my final workout, I put the barbell back, wiped the bench press that had been collecting sweat for the last 8 hours, and collected my Tupperware containers of piss. After heading home, I went to the grocery store, got some much needed solid food, and took probably the most satisfying bath of my last 7 years. Now that it's been some time, we can go ahead and measure my arms, see if the ordeal was actually worth it. And the final measurement comes out to, wow, 34 centimeters, almost exactly.
My God. He did it. The crazy son of a bitch did it.
And my right arm, 34 centimeters too. So my left grew by 2 centimeters and my right by 1. Now it's hard to say how much of that is actual tissue growth versus just swelling from the amount of abuse I put through it in the last 24 hours.
That's just swelling? Yeah, how do you think you get swole?
But hey, Rich Piana's claim actually kind of got proven to my surprise. After analyzing the piss, I have to say the urine actually came out in the reverse order that I had expected.
The most brown.
Yeah, he drank a bunch of water.
Looking
at the
was
gym.
actually the first one because I think I had not.
He
I was
drank a
felt
bunch of water at the gym.
complete.
Wow. Wow. I think I might have to give that a try.
Cool.
Think I might have to give that a try. Add some meat. God damn, my arm looks huge. What the fuck? God, I look jacked. With a partner, make Hassan do it. Just ruin his fucking life. That'd be pretty tight. I think I'm gonna play some Schedule 1 with Peace and Love, Peace and Love, Peace and Love, Peace and Love. It's time to bring back Stinky Pete. Stinky Pete. Da 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 da. Wonder, is Jay playing the game right now?
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
We deserve whole naffle.
Is Jay playing? Get Sear? I mean, Sear streamed a bunch today. Wait. I wonder if Jay Dilla is playing. Is he? Am I in his game? Let me call Jay. But do it in RP. Old Stinky Pete, dude. Hoss said to put him in. We'll put him in. Can I talk in game? This is Stinky Pete, by the way.
Yo, Stinky Pete.
Oh, dude, what's up, dude? How you been selling that actual human AIDS?
Oh, you know it, man.
Oh my god, dude. Is it the most popular strain?
So fucking good.
I think I'm in your game. Where are you, dude?
I'm in the motel.
Oh, I'll be right there, dude. At
Now
least
let's reset